Emma was a 25-year-old woman who lived alone in a quiet town. She worked from home and enjoyed a peaceful life. Every morning, she watered her flowers, made coffee, and watched the birds from her window. One Monday, a moving truck stopped outside the empty house next door. A man stepped out. He was tall, polite, and always smiled. His name was Daniel. Emma waved. "Welcome to the neighborhood." "Thank you," Daniel replied with a friendly smile. For the next few days, they talked whenever they met outside. Daniel seemed kind but very private. He never invited anyone to his house, and every evening, he disappeared inside before sunset. One night, Emma heard strange sounds coming from Daniel's backyard. Tap, tap, tap. She looked through her bedroom window. Daniel was digging a large hole. Emma frowned. Why would someone dig a hole at midnight? The next morning, she asked him carefully. "What were you doing last night?" Daniel laughed. "Oh, just gardening." But Emma noticed something strange. There were no flowers, only fresh soil. Days passed. Every night, Daniel continued digging. Emma became more curious. One evening, she decided to watch from her window. Daniel carried a large wooden box into the backyard. He lowered it into the hole. Then he covered it with dirt. Emma's heart raced. What is inside that box? She barely slept that night. The next day, she searched online. Every article about suspicious neighbors made her even more nervous. Finally, she decided to call the police. 2 officers arrived. Emma explained everything. The digging, the box, something feels wrong. The officers thanked her and walked to Daniel's house. Daniel opened the door with a smile. "Is everything okay?" The officers asked if they could look around. Daniel agreed immediately. Emma watched from across the street. The officers walked into the backyard. They stopped near the fresh soil. One officer asked, "Can we dig here?" Daniel smiled. "Of course." They started digging. Emma held her breath. After a few minutes, the wooden box appeared. One officer slowly opened it. Emma expected something terrible. Instead, the box was full of old books. Hundreds of beautiful books. The officers looked confused. Daniel laughed softly. "I love collecting rare books." Emma blinked. "Books?" Daniel nodded. "My grandfather owned a small library. I'm restoring every book myself. The basement is full, so I buried waterproof boxes until I finish building new shelves." The officers smiled. Everything was completely legal. Emma felt her face turn red. "I'm so sorry," she said. Daniel laughed kindly. "It's okay. If I saw someone digging holes every night, I'd probably think the same thing." A week later, Daniel invited Emma over. His house looked like a small library. Shelves covered every wall. Old novels, history books, maps, and handwritten journals filled the rooms. Emma was amazed. "You really love books." Daniel smiled. "They tell stories that never grow old." From that day, they became good friends. Every Friday evening, they shared coffee and talked about their favorite books. Months later, Emma admitted something. "You know, I almost believed you were hiding a crime." Daniel laughed so hard that he nearly dropped his coffee. "Instead," he said, "I was hiding stories." Both of them laughed. Emma learned an important lesson that day. Sometimes, curiosity is good. But judging someone without knowing the truth can lead to embarrassing mistakes. And sometimes, the biggest mystery has the simplest answer. The end.